Hi, my name is Amber Sim.
Hello, I'm Ryan Pierre.
Hi, I'm Moises Reyes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dante Walters.
And me, I'm Isaac Tebow. And these are our characters that are going to guide you through this wonderful video. Did you know if you say pumpkin spice latte into a mirror 3 times, a white girl in yoga pants will appear and tell you all her favorite things about fall? Pumpkin spice latte, pumpkin spice latte, pumpkin spice latte! Poof!
Social media and the primary user of social media being young women and men, it actually seems like Starbucks has a large following in this genre. But actually, the primary target audience is age 25 to 40 because they have a professional career and can afford to get coffee every morning. 20% of Starbucks customers reported that they go to Starbucks at least 16 times a month. This portion of the market for people aged 25 to 40 years old that have professional careers actually makes up 50% of Starbucks' total sales. Starbucks was founded in what is called today the coffee capital of the United States, Seattle, Washington. The headquarters are still there, and it was founded in 1971. The current CEO, Howard Schultz, actually was not an original member of the Starbucks company. Schultz did not begin working at the company until 1982, where he was begging the 3 founders for a job. He thought that he could help launch them to a nationally branded company.
Income statement is one of the most important financial statements as it shows the company's profitability during the time interval specified in the heading. Starbucks profits does not just come from our excellent variety of drinks that we sell, but as well as from our variety of food. In 2016 alone, we gained $3.49 billion in revenue from food. Comparing Starbucks' gross profit from 2015 to 2016, our gross profit has gone up by $1,429,600 in 1 year, showing that we are still growing in revenue. And for those wondering what you can gain by investing in us, our earnings per share for the year of 2016 is $1.90. Now, when you compare 2016 earnings per share to the previous year, 2015, our earnings per share went up by 0.08 cents, which is not much. But now you compare 2016 to 2014, and there's a jump of 55 cents, which is a good increase in just 2 years, which shows that even though last year the EPS did not increase by much, it shows that every 2 years or so there's a jump in earnings per share for Starbucks, meaning that our profitability is still good and worth investing money into. The stock price of Starbucks as of November 28, 2016 is $57.59, and the earnings per share is $1.90. So our price and earnings share ratio for Starbucks is $30.31. If these earnings do not tempt you to invest in Starbucks, then I don't know what will. So invest in us and start making money.
Here at Starbucks, we have current assets, which include coffee, both roasted and unroasted beans. We have merchandise held for sale, which includes serveware and tea, and we also have packaging and other supplies for day-to-day business. Our inventory levels fluctuate with each season due to the demand of certain products by customers, such as the caramel apple cider drink, which is wonderful. We consider our cash and cash equivalents anything that matures in 3 months or less at the time of purchase, and any credit card sales from customers that settle with 2 to 5 days. And here at Starbucks, we consider our credit risk to be minimal, as we have not received any losses from them. Our accounts receivables include receivables from product and equipment sales, as well as our food service business customers. We also have allowance for bad debt accounts, which we had $6.7 million in 2014, and we increased to $10.8 million in 2015. We also have non-current assets, which include building and equipment and certain intangibles. We use the straight line method to determine depreciation on all of our property, plant, and equipment accounts. Our intangibles include acquired and reacquired rights, trade secrets, licensing agreements, contract-based patents, and copyrights. These intangibles are important for us because they secure our name and products from competitors. Our total current liabilities now are $4,546,900,000,000. Our long-term debt is $3,202,200,000,000 and comes from our revolving credit facility and commercial paper program. In 2013, we entered into a $750 million unsecured credit facility with various banks that rotates every 5 years. We have $150 million to use issuing letters of credit. We may issue a total of $1 billion unsecured commercial paper notes. The financing from this will be used for working capital, capital expenditures, and other corporate expenses. Our total long-term debt is $3,202,200,000,000. Thank you, and invest in Starbucks because we rock.
Let's talk a little bit about the equity. Starbucks enabled a 2-for-1 stock split for shareholders of record as of March 30th, 2015. In addition, we have authorized 7.5 million shares of preferred stock to be included with the 2.4 billion shares already at par value. Starbucks' current growth plan includes a heavy emphasis on store increase and presence in China. Because of this, we saw a $39.4 million increase in value of our share of the net assets of Starbucks Japan since the initial public stock offering in fiscal 2002. Here's a quote from Belinda Wong, president of Starbucks China, about the potential growth in the Chinese market. Belinda Wong, president of Starbucks China, said, "We opened an average of 1 store per day last year. This year, we have a high ambition. We will open 1 store every 18 hours, and I'm proud to announce that we will open our 1,500th store by the end of this month." This quote was from 2015 at an investor meeting.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dante Walters, aka DTKC's Finest. I am presenting to you 3 accounting policies. The first accounting policy is property, plant, and equipment include assets under capital leases that are carried at cost less accumulated depreciation. Costs are involved with all direct costs necessary to acquire and prepare assets for use, including internal labor and overhead. Depreciation is computed using the straight line method over estimating useful lives of the assets, ranging from 2 to 15 years for equipment and 30 to 40 years for buildings. In 10 years, leasehold improvements are amortized over the shorter of their estimated useful lives, or the related lease life. The second accounting policy is the goodwill. Goodwill is evaluated for impairment annually during our fiscal quarter, or more frequently if an event occurs or circumstances change, such as material deterioration in performance. And last but not least, the third accounting policy is the intangible assets. Other intangible assets consist primarily of finite-lived intangible assets, which mainly consist of acquired and reacquired rights, trade secrets, license agreements, contract-based patents, and copyrights are amortized over their estimated useful lives and are tested for impairment using a similar to our property, plant, and equipment as described above. Thank you.
Financial ratios predict how well a business is doing and are studied by bankers and investors for that exact reason. Our solid performance and healthy financial numbers continue to impress investors year after year. Our working capital indicates that we generate enough revenue to cover costs of current liabilities such as debt with current assets. It also shows that we are financially sound and are able to expand our business if wanted to. Both working capital and current ratio values prove that our assets outweigh our liabilities, meaning that we can easily pay off current liabilities with assets. We do not have to assume debt or sacrifice any fixed assets in order to continue day-to-day operations. Our accounts receivable turnover shows how great we are at collecting sales from customers, an indication of our booming business. Cash flow is great. It only takes Starbucks 13 and a half days to collect receivables, whereas some companies take as long as 6 months to do so. High customer sales contribute to a high inventory turnover for our business, meaning that we sell our inventory quickly and effectively without having to overspend. Starbucks is one of the best at generating cash flow and profits and is leading the coffee business by far. With a return on equity of 47%, why wouldn't you invest in a financially healthy, trustworthy, and quickly expanding business like us?